Hi guys, so I haven't ever really made a video where I'm talking to the camera and talking about some of my opinions, but I feel like I want something to be addressed and a message to be sent, and hopefully some people can help me out. So it's Monday today. I just came back from school. Everything was normal, and um just came to my head again because yesterday I was actually at a competition, my first one since this October, start of October, and it wasn't great. My OH performance was sloppy. I'll put the link of that average in the description below. It's not an average I'm proud of. It's not an average I really want to think about because which is really unfortunate. Just watch the video, you'll understand. But I want to really talk about why that happened. So I was going for a world record. I was going for at least European record, but I didn't get it. I got a 10.83 average, I think, which is absolutely horrible for me, by my standards at least. And, I'm usually somebody who, like, if I mess up, I like to take all the blame for it. If I do something good, though, if I get a world record, I like to take all the credit as well. So, this is probably the first time ever in cubing where I'm putting the blame for my bad performance on something external, which isn't me. I'll say exactly what that is later, but let me first set the tone. So, people get nervous at competitions. Most people get nervous, at least if they care enough, unless you're very good at controlling nerves. But sometimes these nerves can help you as motivation, sometimes they can work against you. For me, it depends on the day. It's very inconsistent. I'm getting better at that, but there's some external factors which kind of work against me. So when people get nervous, they get shaky, and shaky is really bad for solving, especially in one-handed, because you have to use one hand, of course. And I feel like shakiness can cost you much more one-handed in comparison to two-handed. And one-handed is my main event and probably the only event I actually care about. So of course, if there's one round of it at a comp that I travel very far for, I'm gonna get nervous and I'm gonna get shaky. And yeah, so it wasn't great. But an issue I've been having since a while is one of my issues has been my cube. Moyu Wylong V10 Springs Edition. I got it a few months ago and used it for the first time in June, late end of June at competition. My second comp this year, no, third comp this year, and my first Swiss national record average. It wasn't that great of an average, but whatever. I used it and it was alright. And then after, at my next comp next month at Pamplona, Spain, I'm not going to talk about it because whatever, but if you're wondering why I failed that average, it's because of me and my cube. No, because of me, not my cube. And I got a ER average that comp. Next comp I go to in Varese, Italy. I had to drive 3 hours for that comp. 3 rounds of foliage, I got 827 average, and the next week, another 3 hours of travel as well. I got a 840 average. There were 3 rounds, I only got good in 2 of the rounds. But yeah, so the real problem is my cube. My cube doesn't feel good. But there's more to it than that. I've heard from many people that the Wylong V10 is an inconsistent cube. It, for example, when at the start, it was kind of annoying, but I got used to it. It started out very slow, and then after 10, 20 solves, it got back up to speed, and then I was happy. But then slowly, it kind of evolved into, it started out slow, but then it got really, really fast, uncontrollably fast. And I would put some lube in, some silk, some Dignitas, some Traxxas or whatever, and then it's fine again. It'll be fine for maybe 2 days or a week, let's say a week. Then after that week, I need to put it again. But then it's only good for 5 days. This repeats, this repeats, this repeats. To the point of when I put lube now, it's good maybe for a session, hardly sometimes. And you might have seen in my 840 average that I had to put lube during my round. And since then, I've been carrying lube in my pocket during the round because I'm scared my cube will suddenly feel bad. But yeah, since Swiss Nationals last October at comp, I couldn't perform because my cube was too fast, uncontrollably fast. And these lockups, these small lockups, small mistakes, cost me solves, cost me averages, cost me records. At home, it was still alright. I was able to practice, get good times. Now it's so. And at some point, it gets really demotivating getting bad solves, and sometimes getting good solves, sometimes getting bad solves, but not really improving. Yeah, it can get really annoying. And this comp, I just chose to go because I saw that tiny chance that world record might be able to happen. But I knew in the back of my head that this was a very possible outcome because of my cube. I don't like putting all the blame on my cube because it's me who did the solve and it's my cube. And I shouldn't complain about it when not everyone else is complaining. But yeah, I don't really like the cube. I tried Huameng TG, the new YS3M, and I didn't like it. I'll go into more depth why I didn't like it and some other issues about it. But I also tried switching back to the Moyu V9, which I was not able to because the magnets were just way too strong for my liking because I had an injury in February that I'm still recovering from, still going to physiotherapy for, and I'm not able to use it anymore because my hand is weaker, obviously, from my injury, so I'm not able to use that. And yeah, I tried it, kind of hurt my hand. Yeah, got some good times, got some bad times, but it's not really usable. And yeah, so the reason why the new Huameng is bad for one-handed, at least for me, is edge repelling. So magnets are good. Magnets are amazing. This invention has made speed cubing technology advance by a lot in the past few years. And yeah, it helps stability, it helps consistency, until it doesn't. And for one-handed, the magnetic strength needs to be spot on. It can't change too much, I feel. Like, preferably the magnetic strength needs to be at medium to low for OH, but sometimes it's just way too high. And one thing which kind of makes the problem worse is edge repelling magnets. And I've noticed with every release, Moyu seems to be adding edge repelling magnets. It's better for 3x3 solving, I understand, which is understandable because 3x3 is the main event and that's what most people care about. But yeah, it's horrible for one-handed and I can't really solve with it. So yeah, I don't during this time I'm gonna try and commit myself to ZBLL, like until I find a better cube to practice on, or until my next comp or whatever. But I don't really know what to do because my cube feels bad. I tried some other stuff from OU. Yeah, I was hoping to get the Super Wylong V2, but I didn't receive it, and I can't wait forever for my OH times to get good because of and get a new cube. But I can't keep waiting, so I think I might have to explore more options, including looking outside MOU cubes because they're not so great right now for OH. Like I could look at Chi, possibly the new Fangxin Hudong. I don't know, I'm not sure yet, but there are many options I would like to explore. I've been using MOU cubes for the last more than 1 year, and ever since then I've been kept on changing the cube so often. And the only cube that I really liked was probably the V9. And if not for my injury, I would probably still be using it. Yeah, the cube before that I used was the Tornado V3. It lasted for 10 months until it broke. And now the V10 has kind of changed my taste of cubes, and I don't even know what I like anymore. So yeah, I don't think I like Tornado cubes anymore, but the XD3 and TV4 might be something I enjoy. But another problem that I had with the V10 is I couldn't turn confidently with that cube. I just I just couldn't really turn confidently, and I do U2 flicks, which I'm known for and have been using a lot. And if you look closely at some of my solves, you may notice that I wasn't able to do them sometimes because I knew my cube wouldn't be able to take it. And my cube was not controllable enough to be able to do these U2 flicks. You even saw in my second solve that U-perm that I messed up. Like, how can you really mess up a U-perm? It's not easy. And the +2, I mean, yeah, sure, people get +2s, but yeah. The V10 has changed my turning style. At first, I tried to think it made me faster because it made me turn more accurately, but now it's working against me. I can't get good times that much at home anymore. So yeah, and I don't completely look at it as a good thing. Yeah, if anybody can help me, like if anybody has any solutions, even if it sounds stupid, just help me out, guys. Like, I don't know, I'm open to anything at this point because I can't continue OH with this cube and in this situation. So yeah, next thing, I'm not the only one who's experiencing these kind of problems with Moyu cubes. A good friend of mine, Jonas Pilhofer, he's a world-class one-handed solver and he's doing very well in one-handed and has potential to do much better as well. But he, from what I hear, he's been also having some issues with his Moyu, not V10. He doesn't use the V10, he uses the V5. But he's having almost identical problems to me, which I found kind of weird because I didn't have these problems with the V5 and nobody else told me that they had problems with the V10. So I think if you use the cube for long enough, it changes how you turn and how you view the cube. And I think it's a general problem with Moyu cubes. I'm not sure, but this is what I'm assuming. And he's always having to put lube in, and yeah, it's not fun. Yeah, I really had to like talk about this because I don't know who else is experiencing similar problems. I don't know if anyone at the top of the rankings is experiencing anything similar. So, yeah. And even if some people are experiencing similar things, not just with Moyo or any other cube, they may not be willing to share their opinion due to sponsorships and endorsements, not being allowed to say these stuff. Yeah, again, share your thoughts, opinions, advice, anything, your experiences, and anything that might help me. I'm actually gonna write all of this, so I created like a full script. I kind of talked based off it because I wrote this down, which I wanted to post on the YouTube description of my video of the horrible average this weekend. But there were too many characters. I was gonna finish writing, but it reached 5,000, so I said, okay, why not just make a video about it? Yeah, it's a long video. I had to just get that down. If you're still here, thanks for watching. But yeah, tell me what you guys think. Bye.